Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Modern Warfare 2 is already making waves, right? The beta for it was the most successful beta in Call of Duty history, according to Call of Duty. They ended up tweeting that out, but pre-launch already, the hype is there. We know launch is going to be huge in and of itself. The sequel to the single most successful Call of Duty premium title ever in MW 2019, the campaign. I am so excited for that. I love the MW 2019 campaign, so I'm stoked to see the continuation of that. Multiplayer we know is going to be huge. There's a lot of leaks, a lot of rumors going around for new features dropping with that we've covered previously. And there's also Spec Ops as well. However, while I fully expect the launch of MW2 to completely shatter records for Call of Duty, something even bigger is happening not all that long after launch. We know MW2 is dropping on October 28th. The campaign early access goes live on the 20th, but just a few weeks after that, on November 16th, we are getting the single biggest update to a game in Call of Duty history. Yes, you heard that right. 2-3 weeks after launch and campaign early access, they are going crazy. Season 1 of Modern Warfare 2 drops on November 16th. And with it, we have so much content. Starting first with the usual seasonal stuff. Obviously, the seasonal updates and those new free content updates that we've seen throughout the past few years, really ever since MW 2019, hold a lot of standard new content that we see every single season. This includes a brand new battle pass. And if you end up getting the Vault edition of the game, that pre-order bonus is 50 tier skips for the Season 1 pass. So right away, you could have half of the pass complete. Presumably, there's going to be 100 tiers. That's sort of the standard. So we know for a fact we're getting a brand new battle pass. That'll have probably some new weapons in it, new operator skins, new weapon blueprints, maybe even some weapon vaults. That'd be really cool to see. Emblems, stickers, XP tokens, all sorts of stuff like that. And potentially even some new content like the vinyls that we saw in the beta as well. Of course, though, that'll all be detailed much, much closer to November 16th. Obviously, we're still a little ways out from that, but we know November 16th is going to bring us our first ever MW2 seasonal battle pass for Season 1. That should also be progressible in obviously all modes of MW outside of campaign, obviously, but Warzone as well, ideally. On top of that, we know we're getting some new weapons. Those will probably be free in the battle pass, but we'll get the start of the weapon arsenal advancements throughout these seasons to come. So we know those are coming. We know new operators are going to debut as well to sort of carry on the storyline as well, introduce new faces, maybe even bring back some old faces depending on where the story goes with the campaign. So the standard stuff absolutely going to be there. On top of that, we also have the more playable content, if you will. We know for a fact it's been confirmed for a little while now, surprisingly early for whatever reason, that the gunfight mode 2v2 and 3v3 is going to be debuting in Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer with Season 1. They don't specify if this is happening right at launch or maybe mid-season, whatever the case may be, but we've actually known for several months now that gunfight is going to be returning in Modern Warfare 2, and it's happening with Season 1. So it's not going to be there at launch in multiplayer. We will have obviously plenty of other modes, TDM, domination, all the stuff that we saw in the beta, ground war, so on and so forth. Gunfight's coming as a post-launch update with Season 1. I'm also, side note, really hoping that they bring back the gunfight tournaments for Modern Warfare 2019. I love those. You know, every season or so, we'd get a new gunfight tournament with some brand new blueprints to unlock. I thought that was awesome. Gives you a little incentive to maybe try a new mode if you don't play a ton of gunfight, or to grind out those matches if you really want a cool blueprint. I'm really hoping to see those back. But this still is not the biggest content pieces of this update. By the way, as we're going through all this today, if you guys are new here or if you have not already subscribed, every single day I got you covered with news, updates, loadouts, tips, you name it. If it's going on in COD, it is covered here on the channel every single day. So feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post noties, join us on the road to 1 million subscribers. And if you guys enjoyed this video, a like rating seriously helps boost the video, shares it around, promotes it to new viewers and what have you. So that'd be awesome if you guys do enjoy it. Be sure to drop that thumbs up. Anyway, on top of the new battle pass, the new weapons, the new operators, the gunfight mode, we know we're also going to see new multiplayer maps for 6v6. Of course, all the 6v6 maps in this game are built exclusively for that, according to Infinity Ward and what they've said before. So we can expect some new additions there. Perhaps some ones that are great for camo grinding, maybe some ones that are a bit more unique to whatever the seasonal theme is. Again, they'll probably continue the sort of lore and the backstory of stuff with those. We also know we're going to see new ground war maps over time as well. This could very easily happen with Season 1. We're not 100% certain on this in particular, but we know that new ground war maps are going to be added throughout the following seasons in Modern Warfare 2's content year, or years I should say, so we can expect that as well. So plenty of maps for all these certain playstyles, and perhaps even specific gunfight maps as well could be added in throughout the future seasons too. But then we get to the major stuff. In addition to all the standard seasonal content, maps, operators, weapons, the battle pass, everything we just covered, Warzone 2 is dropping on November 16th. Obviously, the continuation of Warzone with all these new features, new enhancements, next-gen capabilities, the new Al-Mazrah map. According to the leaks, we're going to have loadouts back, we're going to have the older looting back, we're going to have perks, and it's going to be awesome to see. I mean, Warzone 2 is going to go huge. We all know this already because of how huge Warzone 1 was, but that's dropping on November 16th. If we were to stop right there, this update in and of itself would still be absolutely massive. But we're not stopping right there, all right? We also have the release of DMZ. And curiously enough, we still don't really have much official on DMZ outside of the fact that this is going to be this new sandbox play space on Al-Mazrah. It's going to be an extraction-based mode. We have various leaked challenges for it and all sorts of information that's come from leaks and rumors and data mined files. None of that, though, of course, is 100% official. So officially from Call of Duty, we don't really have much. I would expect to learn a whole lot more about DMZ, maybe just post-launch of MW2, leading up to Season 1 with all the hype and all the promo and reveals for that. Of course, whenever that stuff happens, you guys know I'm going to be covering that here on the channel. I, for one, am super excited for DMZ and very, very anxious to get my hands on that and see what exactly is going on there. I think it'll be awesome, but that is also dropping with this Season 1 update. And as we've talked about quite a bit recently as well, we're also going to see a new 6th mode added to Modern Warfare 2 in the form of raids. These are multi-hour story expansions where you can go in with a team of 3. You're going to have to complete various puzzles, navigate new play spaces and new environments to ultimately complete some specific challenge, whether that is a boss fight, whether that's looting certain things. These are going to be a brand new hardcore element of gameplay, essentially, as Pat Kelly from Infinity War described it. That's sort of a love letter to those that are looking for a different type of gameplay in Call of Duty that's a bit more narrative driven and you know, tricky, and not necessarily you can just jump right in and do it right away. You got to learn, you got to really think, and it should be an interesting twist on normal Call of Duty gameplay. And then finally, while this is not officially confirmed like everything else is that we've talked about throughout the video already, it was recently leaked that Ranked could be coming with Season 1 as well for MW2 multiplayer. We're not sure about Ranked for Warzone 2 yet. Again, you know, closer to the launch of that, perhaps we end up learning more about that. We'll have to wait and see there. Hopefully, cross our fingers, we get something on that. But MW2 multiplayer is going to have a ranked mode, and supposedly it could be coming with this Season 1 update as well. Now, for what it's worth, I do not expect all of this to drop right at the same time. Pat Kelly did mention that raids could be coming post Warzone 2's release. He said something along the lines of MW2 launches, and then after that Warzone 2, and then shortly after that raids. So maybe not all of those modes drop right on day one with DMZ, Warzone 2, and the raids mode. Perhaps they're sort of spread out a bit more. We're probably going to see in-season content with weapons, maybe some operators, maps, and what have you, and then potentially ranked as well. But all in all, this update is massive. 3 new modes, doubling the modes that Modern Warfare 2 has to offer. All the standard seasonal content, potentially ranked or league play coming into the game as well. Just seriously massive. And what's crazy is that, like I said, this happens just a few weeks after Modern Warfare 2 releases, and it's just Season 1. Who knows what Season 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to bring us as well, but that is the single biggest update in Call of Duty history that's coming to MW2 here in not that all distant future, if we're being honest, right? That is going to wrap things up for this one, though. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on it. If you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications so you can always guarantee you're up to date. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy. Have an awesome rest of your day. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.